everyone, welcome back to Terry Ann Designs. As you know, I like pretty much everything book related, so today I thought it would be really cool to build a book nook kit I found on Amazon, so let's get started. On day one, I unboxed it to see it and look over the directions and the parts included in this kit. This thing had a lot of parts. I'll admit I was a little overwhelmed at first. I laid out all the parts to really get a feel for everything. Then it was time to start making mini books. The main reason I chose this kit was for the plethora of books and library knickknacks. And while it is sold as a detective agency, I found it to be very versatile. Making these mini books was honestly a ton of fun, but it does take some time. This kit comes with pretty much everything you need except for glue. I chose tacky glue because it has worked really well with my wood projects in the past. I highly recommend it. Day 2 started with laying out the materials, getting an audiobook, and getting my Stanley for hydration. I started making mini books right off because I knew these little things were going to take a long time. While doing this project, I was listening to a couple different audiobooks throughout the day, and this, along with the fact I was able to craft all day, really made the time fly. And yes, mini books took a lot of time but were so worth it. These things turned out really great in the end and looked so good in the room. After books came rolling newspapers, 10 to be exact, and these actually looked really good. After that, it was time to make mini files. I have to say the print quality of this kit was so good. Next came assembling a bunch of crates, and they ended up being super cute. Not only is the print quality of this kit really good, but the directions are pretty clear. And while it does take time, I found it to be a pretty easy craft. Assembling the file organizer was so much fun, mostly because it was what caught my eye online. The detail on it was so amazing. I can almost imagine having one in life size. You can also cut out little papers to put on the side, and these are really cute. Moving on to other furniture, I began building a standing bookshelf. This will hold most of the mini books I made earlier. It also has adorable knickknacks on top. Assembling these pieces was surprisingly easy, although the desk is a little more complicated because it has more layers of wood and shelving to add. Well, surprise, surprise, after a full day of filming, my camera died, so I switched to my smaller one. This is when I began building all the wall art and decor. There were so many little pieces, but they are so cute and so worth the time. Next came the wall clock, and this thing is pretty big. After that, I began assembling the walls, adding detail after detail as I went. Because the walls have to snap into place, be sure to double check the directions on where things go and line things up with the outline spaces on the walls and floor. This will make it so much easier than trying to eyeball it. Once I had finished the left side and floor area, I moved on to decorating the right wall. And let me tell you, this took some time. And I ended up not using the coat rack. After I attached the wall to the base, it was time to add the roof. This was pretty easy. Just be careful to position your lighting before the final roof pieces. After the roof was done, I moved on to adding clutter to the floor of the book nook. This added the lived-in look I wanted. This is how it turned out, and I think the time and effort is worth it. Thank you guys for joining me today to build this book nook. I love how it turned out. It is so cute, and I will see all of you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great weekend.